And we are back here for this best of three. 1-1 the score line here in this best of three, round 5. We apologize for the technical difficulties and apologize for not making much sense. Part of it was because I couldn't hear them, and so there really wasn't any cohesion on that. So for that, I do apologize, but we are back into this here. As Wisefrag is going to start on the CT side, I'm Awesome Sauce alongside Caster RPA and RPA. Here we go, this best of three. It comes down to this in the round 5 ESEA Open playoffs. Can Wisefrag win this best of three, or will they fall to Young Money Skull Gang? Let's see what's going to happen.
Well, this is going to be an interesting start from Young Money. They're going to be sending, well, not necessarily interesting, but they're going to be sending 4 to B. And at the same time, it looks like they are going to be going lower. This is quite a smart technique by them, just because Wisefrag has a 2-1-2. But they're going to be utilizing how spread out they are and really going to be testing them early on.
Oh, look at Hunders. He did such a good job. 2 times ago, we watched him play on Dust 2, and can he have a huge map here? He is going to get smoked out for the B split. He's going to find some people on Xbox. They're going to be fighting, but they are going to fall back a little bit. Hunter's spotting 2 on Xbox, and I think now they know, Narco at least knows, that it's going to be a cat push. If they can cover long, they could play cat retake. But here comes Delph. He's going to force his way in here. Narco, a huge shot for him. He's going to start it out good, and now they're fighting close and close. Trying to make this work here. Bomb is going to go down. Oh, Narco going beast mode here in a 2K. He wants more. It's a 4v2 situation. Can he find a way to make this work? He is going to go down. And it's down a mile with the man, Broken Legs. Broken Legs a huge shot. It is planted for Cat, so they're going to go ahead and bait out this peak. That does have to happen. And Mile hits the shot. They started off big. The first pistol round we've seen in the last several maps from them, and they get it done here in a very, very critical moment.
That was beautiful, and it's really telling of how you saw the coordination from Wisefrags and how they were sticking at the 2-1-2, and you saw Flip stay at B until they saw the bomb. And because they know that in the game on Monday, there were plenty of fakes, so they're prepared for that even when it is pistol round. Wisefrag, my bad.
So Wisefrag here, 1-0. A huge round for them. Mile here at this B site with this MP7. We've seen some good stuff here from them on this map. They've ended up closing it out many times. In fact, they closed it out in the last best of 3 that they had on Dust 2. They closed it out in a 14-14 fashion. They ended up getting it done 16-14 as they won the round that they went to B. And Mile here, Hunders at mid. And RPA, they're playing back here, and this is really what they need to be doing here. Is they do have the control, the outside control in mid. They do have one long. Wisefrag in a good position here to be able to win this and make this work.
Unlike Sleepers, Young Money is going to be being very quiet and actually sneaking past Hunders, because they either know he's there or knows that somebody's usually stationed there. So Wisefrag isn't really going to get the early intel on the fact that they're coming. So Narco's going to be taking this all alone.
Here they come. They're out there. There's Narco, the P90. He's going to find one. Narco needs to get more than just one. Narco does get one, though, and so now they're going to rotate in here. RPA. They've got to make this work here. Fire coming in from out there. There's Narco with a nice spray down there. They're going to win this round here. They're going to make it work. So a 2-0 start for them. Wisefrag coming into this huge. After that bad map that they had on Inferno, they're ready to make this happen right now. Diffuse coming in. All 5 survive. Couldn't be a better situation right now for Wisefrag.
Yeah, and the fact that the defuse actually did come in before Hunders got the last kill is extremely great for Wisefrags, because not only did they win the pistol round, they won the second round, they got the defuse, and they got all the kills, so that's just an extra $1,000 in their pocket.
Here they come into here. Nice flash coming out from Narco. Grenade going into long, and they're playing smart here, up 2-0 on Dust 2. Broken Legs. Outside long. Hunter's at mid again. Hunter's playing so pivotal in that mid position. Hasn't really had to do anything too miraculous yet, but there's Mile helping him out. And this is where the fight's going to start. Broken Legs at long is going to go down. No trade. Narco actually, this P90 gets one. Not enough. Mile actually going to take an aggressive peek here with this M4. He's going to find one coming over. Flash himself out.
Did manage to get Jay down to 27. And as we saw, Broken Legs and Narco get taken out at their standard spots. And Broken Legs really loves Pit. He'll even break his legs to get there. And typically he does usually get at least one frag. So that was a little bit heartbreaking to see him go down so quickly.
Those of you just joining us here, really glad to have you guys here for this best of three. We apologize about the lag earlier. Completely uncalled for, but unfortunately sometimes the internet makes mistakes. And here's Hunters up close at the B site. Is going to go down, and this is going to be probably a save from Wisefrag here, as they don't want to have to throw these guns away if they don't have to, and that's what they're going to do, RPA. So the fight at long didn't really work out for them, and they did go down in that situation, and they are going to lose this round, but that's okay. Wisefrag up 2-1.
Well, yeah, so this is going to be the first round one for Young Money, and let's just hope that Young Money won't be able to take this much further, because if you look at their economy, they really need this this bomb plant and the bomb going off. So not only do they have really full weapons except for Naribo, it's going to be able to give Jacob that armor that he needs and full nades for everyone there. So Wisefrag is really just going to need to be on their toes, full defenses so early on.
Good round there from Young Money, like you said. And yeah, the defenses. I mean, very, very valid point here. But you see Wisefrag coming in here with this MP9 buy, as well as some rifles. And they're going to be set up in a situation where they need to make it work. They need to find their way into this. They do start off in a good spot, up 2-1, as they won the pistol round. And here we go, Narco getting flashed out, shooting one shot. It's a leg. Mile here, working Cat. So starts off okay for both sides, nothing really too crazy.
Miles gonna be here just waiting for depth, and Broken Legs is gonna be away from long as he usually is. He's gonna be getting depth through the flash, but then he's gonna be taken out. Or, my bad. Yes, he's gonna be taken out by Jacob, I believe.
And Narco here on Cat in a situation where he has to find a way to make this work. No Rebo coming out. They're going to get the entry, possibly onto Narco if they can get set. Rebo, a huge shot. Absolutely phenomenal shot. Hunters and Flip in a 2v4. It's going to be hard for them to be able to do this. I think they're going to attempt it anyway outside long. RPA, I mean, what's going to happen here? It's going to be a 2-2 score line. The money situation, Young Money's going to have really good money, and Wisefrag is going to be getting 1,900. They lose this round. They're going to have to save. Which site do you stack? Do you flip, or do you just go 2-1-2 setup?
Well, honestly, I would think that Young Money likes to go A, but if they're thinking that Wisefrag isn't just going to force buy, which I do not think they would at all, they might possibly go B. So I would say possibly stack B, only because Flip being at A along with Hunters usually, well, now it's going to be Miles since Hunters is at mid. I honestly think that they might do a B stack just to be safe. Because Flip does have that AK, and since that is his site, it's probably an all for nothing, but it looks like they might just be doing a 2-1-2.
Here comes Jay outside, gonna get out there, fire some rounds off. He's gonna be engaging two players here for the CTs. They're gonna trade it in there, so now it's a 3v3 situation. Good job there by Hunters and Flip to get two together, and now they can rotate and try to flank, but they don't have any armor, and the T's are gonna be pushing into the side coming up here. Really appreciate you guys being here. Jacob, a nice frag. And they're in a situation of greatness. Has to be able to make this work here. Jacob doing some good stuff at long. And he is going to go down there by Ender. Broken Legs here in a 1v2. Going to be nearly impossible for him to pull this off. But he wants to get that gun if he can. He's going to go for this, actually, with this MP9. This is very, very aggressive play coming in here. Here he goes. Coming with his P9. He sprays the first one. He's going to turn. And he gets it done. He's going to get the defuse as well. Broken Legs, clutch after clutch after clutch. This man is on fire.
Well, they call him Broken Legs for a reason. I mean, they were both lit down desperately like their legs were broken. He's just going to come in and get that clutch, making sure that they are going to be getting the 1-point lead. And economically, that's great. Not enough to get Narco head armor, but we've seen Narco do amazing things with less. So that's really not going to be the biggest obstacle for Wisefrag right now.
Yeah, you're definitely right about that. So here, and you're right, the obstacle there, and he was able to do that in a 1v2, and that's a hard situation to do, right? I mean, with an MP9 especially, but Jacob at mid, finding a frag. Again, Jacob's been playing very well, and that last map he did, and in this map he's been doing well as well. I can't really say well that many times, but here we go. So, Hunders at mid. And some good stuff going on, but Flip counters himself and says, you know what? You take one of mine, I'm taking one of yours. So he is going to get that done. RPA, it's interesting. Oh, sorry, go ahead, RPA.
Oh, I was just going to say that Flip did pick up the op, and he did get that pick up on Cat. And as we saw on Monday, if Narco doesn't have an op, or if they both have ops, Flip is extremely reliable when you need him, especially on Dust 2, because we've seen in the past him get amazing clutches with the op, getting 3Ks, 4Ks. So it's just beautiful, the fact that Flip is going to be getting it, even though Narco's down. So this does give them a high realm of possibility as he takes out Naribo.
Oh, and look at this Flip going off right here. 2 frags. This is what they needed. 4-2 scoreline. Wisefrag. Patience is key, and they do it tonight. So a good job by them to make this work. Wisefrag up 4-2 in this situation. And this is exactly what they need. Broken Legs 8-2 right now on the scoreline. And the CTs really taking it home here. I'd expect to see some kind of a partial buy here coming in from the terrorists, as they're going to do a B train here, RPA. It looks like they're just going to bulldoze in there and try to make this work.
The good thing that Flip has that molly, doesn't it? Well, at least it would seem, except now they're going to be going lower tons. This is what I was talking about on Underpass. This team just sometimes decides to throw rounds, and now Hunters is going to be able to hear Jacob because of the jumping sound. So this is going to be at least allocating some people, and without any armor, you just need a simple headshot and they're down. And going up against any of these weapons is going to be completely deadly for all of them.
You speak the truth here. They're coming in. And RPA, they've got cat control, and that's good. I mean, right, you've got this part of the map, and you do have that as well, but you don't have anything else. And I guess at this point, if you can drop down, try to find something out here. But there's Narco here. He gets 1, 2. He wants to get a 3rd, but he might get 2 over greedy. Nope, he falls back. Flip's going to get 1. They're going to get the bomb plant. That's what they needed. Narco fighting up close, and they're going to get the round here. So 5-2 the scoreline. Young Money is actually going to get the bomb plant. Good round by them, RPA. They were able to do it quick.
Yeah. They didn't really have a chance to begin with because Narco was just waiting for them at car, and with his reaction time, that would be about as deadly as going across the Berlin Wall with a hunter's jacket on and blaring heavy metal.
Fantastic. Wisefrag. 5-2 here, and this means so much to them, right, RPA? I mean, they need this map and they need to make it work here. Broken Legs doing a lot of work here so far for the CTs, up 5-2, but they're trying to find these openings and make this work. Hunders holding outside of mid, RPA, and they're doing this tactically and forcing these CTs to make moves here, and they're going to have to put Hunders back to try to help over by the cat area and give up mid control. And this is exactly what Jacob and them wanted. Here they come here. Flip at mid is going to spot him, so good shot. He does take Jacob out. This really hinders the fragging power from Young Money because now they can't get an opening. They have to be anti-flash. They have to be careful. And here they go. They're going to work their way in here on this site. Young Money needing a round right now, and they're going to go ahead and try to do a B split. Here they go. They're going to force their way out of here, and they're going to head straight down tunnels to get in. And they're going to go straight in there, get smoked out. And here they go. There's Ender trying to get this done. Broken Legs has got no rebo, burning alive. Flip gets the frag, and it's all over. 6-2 the scoreline. Wisefrag starting off strong. Wisefrag really just doing a fantastic job here. So they are rolling it out, and here comes the long push from the T's here. They've got to be careful. Broken Legs here is going to actually get one. Shoot. I think his teammates a little bit. He's going to counter flash. That's going to be good. Broken Legs gets one, gets two, and they've got enough to be able to win this round in a 4v2. I don't see this being possible for Young Money to win. They're going to rotate out of A, and they are going to go try to work other parts of the map. Those of you here tonight, it's an honor to have you here. I'm Awesome Sus alongside RPA. And right now, Wisefrag in a position up 6-2. Narco does spot him. And now they're outside long, just trying to stay alive, trying to work these fights back into here. Are they going to give him these frags here? Hunters is actually going to get traded out. So they get Jacob, or get the other player, and now it's down to Jacob in a 1v2.
Well, I mean, he has to go up against Flip, who's watching mid doors at Palm. Or is it still called Palm? That's quite an interesting thing. But still, Flip was watching mid by former Palm, and Jacob's kind of lucking out here, not going to be going there, and Flip's going to be going back to B. So it's really going to be a Mile versus Jacob.
Mile here, making things happen here against Jacob. Can he do it? He does spot him, fires the first shot, but he's alone. This is not good. He needs to be careful, and he is going to get it done. A huge job for them. So Wisefrag, 7-2. A huge round for them, and now they're in a good spot. So good job by them to make it happen there, and really just Young Money not looking like they did on this last map. And they're just not looking like that. They're having some issues getting things going. Jacob hasn't really gotten this op moving as well. Broken Leg's actually getting rid of that fire to go help out, but here comes the train. They're going in, RPA. They're going to go ahead and counter that fire. Here they go. Oh, Jay, look at this. Miles going to take one out, and he's going to get traded out. It's down to Jacob in a 1v4. I don't see this happening. And Jacob in a situation to try to win this round. If they lose this round, they got max loss bonus, so they just are trying to do it happening tonight.
Well, I mean, you can kind of tell very subtle signs that things are starting to fall apart for Young Money in that I was going to say that Jacob wasn't getting any of those mid picks, but now that he's going to be going up against Narco, he is going to be taking out Narco. But again, it's going to be a 1v2. Hunters and Broken Legs are still alive. Hunters might be a bit passive, but we know Broken Legs is going to be no one to be shy from an intense fight.
And Jacob alone here in a 1v2. It was in a situation He's got the bomb down. Is he going to be able to get in here and make this work? He does have a smoke. He does have utility, but he doesn't want to let him know where he is. But with that long op barrel, I think Hunters knows, and he's going to get it done. 8-2 the scoreline. Wisefrag back into this. Fantastic job coming in here from Wisefrag. 8-2 the scoreline. RPA, this is some good stuff to watch. I'm really happy to see Wisefrag getting some footing coming into here. And it's fantastic to see.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is arguably one of their best maps. I mean, even though that's an NEA thing to say, they know their positions, they know how to hold them. Broken Leg stays pit, Narco stays A-long, watching the A-long doors, Flips always at B with Mile, and then Hunters is waiting behind doors for footsteps, and usually most teams don't always expect him to be right there, and that's what gives him away.
Broken Legs here. Gonna have to find one. Gets one. Oh, he does fall back and he gets taken out, but it's a 1-for-1. Not ideal for the CTs, but that's good because at least they do have time to have Flip come over. Nobody at mid for Young Money Skull Gang. That name is just hysterically funny. I do like it, though.
Well, every time they win a round, they do get some Young Money.
A Wisefrag. Up 8-2 here. And Hunters, again, this is so important. Hunters is a really exceptional player. We've talked to him before, RPA, you know that. And he is a good guy to talk to, and he's a good player. And now these 4 players on Cat here, RPA, now they have to make a decision. They don't have a split opportunity. Narco's safe, and they do have all this map control here. But Flip, going to cover the crossfire here. You can see Narco. He's going to make or break this round. If he hits the first shot, they should win it. Well, let's see what's going to happen. The drop coming in here, but he doesn't even have to. Flip's going to hit the first one, and now they know it's an all-cat push. The good nade there. It's a good Kobe by Narco. Comes up with this 5-7, firing some shots, and there's no way they're going to win this round here. Oh, look at this Narco. He's trying to get this frag, and he finally does find it. 9-2 the scoreline. Wisefrag, an entirely different team than you saw on Inferno. And RPA, look at the money for Young Money. Sorry, okay, that was bad, but look at the money. I mean, seriously, 3,400, 3,500. They don't have anything here. They could armor Tech 9, but actually, they're going to elect to not do any of that.
Well, I mean, that's not really unusual for this team. Naribo's going to be getting some armor, but they're just reverting back to their underpass tactics. I think they might be starting to see that at least on T side, they're pretty much nothing against Wisefrag, and I'm just scared to see that they're going to be doing more stuff like this the rest of the game.
Yeah, 2-1-2 split coming out here from this. Narco finding the first one and the second one. Broken Legs coming alive here. Pulls out the USPS trying to close this out, and they're going to do it. Narco coming to save it. 10-2 the scoreline, and this is where it gets interesting. Wisefrag up 10-2. The life sucked out of Young Money Skull Gang. And RPA now the position for them. You know, I'm telling you, the resilience from this Wisefrag team, a lot of respect for Young Money. But this is the 5th round of ESEA playoffs, open division. 5th round, 1-1 scoreline. We are on Dust 2, the 3rd map. It is a long one here tonight here on Awesome Sauce Gaming TV, but nonetheless, they are going to try to make this happen. Round 5, 1-1 the scoreline, 16-5 the score, opposing age, but now Wisefrag trying to run away with this now. Hunters hasn't had the opportunity or the need to really play like this. He hasn't had to do much. But can he do it? Hunters playing at mid. And it's interesting to see Wisefrag's resilience, right? I mean, Young Money's resilience too, right? I mean, coming into that next map, just amazing. And then Wisefrag to come into this and win their first pistol round that we've actually seen in quite some time. And for them to string together 2 rounds, drop 2, but then string together every round since then is remarkable. They do have a good setup, and I want to point it out, RPA. They do typically put 1 long, 1 on the corner, but now Broken Legs is in trouble because he's the only one here. He needs to find a frag. He's not going to do it. So now they're going to have to rotate over. And it's going to be hard for them to win this round just off of that tell themselves, but maybe not because it's 4 long. They do have to set the cross, and since nobody's coming on the counter-rotate and trying to flank, maybe Narco can shut this down. Narco gets 1. He gets 2 through the box. It was a headshot. He's looking for a 3rd. Misses the next shot. Gets a 3rd. This man is on fire. He is single-handedly shutting down this roster, and they have got to be absolutely livid. Narco playing out of his mind right now. 17 frags. He's the Jacob of the last map. And Narco with this op, they know they can't do it anymore. The T's are going to have to run away. And as I said that, Narco single-handedly, 3 big frags from back there at Goose towards the site. And there's the round. 11-2 the scoreline. The money situation is absolutely horrible for Young Money, but they're going to have some here, and they're going to be able to put something together, but it's not looking good at all. Look at the situation for the money for Wisefrag.
Wisefrag is doing tremendously. Everybody is utilizing what they need, and even though Broken Legs is going down quite a few times in pit, that's letting Narco know where they're gonna be coming from. And even though it did look like that Broken Legs went down and there were 4 that Narco had to go up against, you have to remember, this is Narco we're talking about. Plays like he has no inhibition, almost like he's on narcotics. I'm not saying he's on narcotics. Never mind.
Well, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, look. The scoreline right now is 11-2, right? And we've never seen Wisefrag lose a map like that this entire season, and now they are absolutely livid, and they're back into this here. And Broken Legs, look, he established his play at pit, and now changing position like this should yield 1 or 2 frags. He just has to be patient. He doesn't need to make any sounds. He just needs to wait, because they don't know. I think he's going to let him out. He goes for 1, panics, 1, 2, 3. He gets 3 of them. Broken Legs single-handedly shutting down this roster, and it's probably going to be 12-2 because Wisefrag riding that momentum, and especially with Narco with there, this is just a disaster for YMSG, a.k.a. Young Money Skull Crew, and they have got to be salty. Okay, livid. I don't think Salt really does this justice here as Hunters closes it out. 12-2 the scoreline. RPA, a stellar half, regardless of this last round.
I mean, if nothing else, well, you had to give that round single-handedly to Broken Legs because he understood that he was starting to lose those battles in pit, and it's very well established that he is a pit player. Like, if you need some sewage taken out, you call him, but the fact that he switched it up on them, you could tell that's like playing fence at B in a low-level MM. Nobody checks there, and because he had established where he was, he basically just put confusion spells all over Young Money.
And are we going to see Hunters? You're right, and it's exactly correct. Playing that, and, you know, it's just amazing to see them. Here we go, Hunters coming in. Hunters getting 1, 2. Okay, that's good enough. He gets 2. And Mile here in a 4v3. They do have good positioning. 12-2 the scoreline. Mile here just needs to get 1. No, oh no, he doesn't get it. And so now it's going to put a lot of pressure onto Flip, but Flip doesn't care. He wants the pressure. He wants to feel this. It's going to come down to here in a 2-12 situation here on the scoreboard. They need this last round to keep even a chance of this. Oh, look, it bounced. The nade actually was 2 of them. I'm sorry. I thought that was the same nade. So Flip holding just outside of here. Ender down to 8 in the site. 3 coming out. They're going to bounce it off the pole. Flip's going to call and wait for it to happen. Here comes the flash over. They're going to make their way in. First frag coming in. Ender, they're going to win this half. 13-2. This could grandfather them and make it work into the 6th round of ESEA Open Playoffs. And I am absolutely happy to hear this. So 13-2 the scoreline. RPA, the analysis of that half, what do you have for us?
Well, they went back to what they always do on Dust. They were not going to let Inferno change on them. This team has the ability to go map from map just like it's the first map of the day. And it's incredible to see them do that because you could see the determination in how they were playing and how long they were holding positions at their standard positions as we've seen like on Monday. And to make it even more fitting, just like on Monday, they won pistol rounds on CT's side. So I can see nothing but great things for Wisefrag the rest of this map.
Make sure to check out wisefrag.com for all things Wisefrag, as well as the links. Check out Caster RPA at Caster RPA, as well as at Awesome Sauce GTV. That's me. And it's all down to this. This is it. It's Wisefrag 13-2. If they win this map, they will go on to the round 6 of the ESEA Open playoffs. And it's fantastic to watch here, as we do have the T's and Wisefrag just wanting to make this work. But look, no Rebo playing aggressive on Cat. They're going to smoke Xbox off. No Rebo playing on this corner, and they've got to be careful here because he doesn't hit the first shot, though. So that's good. They can go ahead and fall back off of this and know some of the information, but these terrorists are chasing, and they are chasing. But look, the reload coming in. Now they're going to flood into here. Flip finding the first one. Delve trading it out. Narco. Jay going down. This is all Wisefrag here, and it's all down to this. Ender, a nice frag, though. Oh, Jacob! A huge shot. And it's Ender in a 1v2. I don't see this happening, but I've seen crazier stuff happen. Let's see what Ender has in this retake. He is going to spot one so they know where he is. They can plan it for Cat if they would like and fall back. But I think they realize he's going to be flooding in here to make this work. Ender doesn't know where the other one is, and this is the problem. Hunders has to be careful. Ender's going to come around the corner and fight it. No. So Wisefrag 14-2. This is fantastic. Wisefrag is 2 rounds away from going to round 6. Fantastic job.
Really have to just applaud the determination of this team. And Hunders actually did something very nice there in the fact that he was able to get out of Ender's line of sight and actually did bait him slightly so he would shoot the wall because he was anticipating Hunders to be there, and that just gave away his position, well, a position they were already assuming, to both Hunders and Narco.
So they get the site open and they make it work. Flip's going to plan it for Goose and kind of for Long. And he's in a good spot here. Broken legs. Try to make this work here, and here they come. Here's where the contact point's going to be. Narco. 1, 2, 3. The P90 so strong, and this shatters the defense. And now 15-2 the scoreline. It's about to be all over here on Dust 2. This best of 3 should end in a 2-1. Wisefrag should be able to go to the 6th round, and this would guarantee, according to what I have been told, from what I have been told from Greg, the manager, okay, of this team, has told me that they should almost be guaranteed ESEA main off of this. And this is going to be huge for them if they are able to do this. With what this squad has manifested after coming back from that last map, it was a disaster, but they don't care. They're coming in here and they want to do this now, but they're going to go ahead and come into some stiff resistance here on this site. Narco and Hunters actually left alone. And it's down to a 2v2 now as they did even it up. No Rebo's going to go ahead and flank and try to go towards Cat. But it's about to be over here, RPA, unless Young Money can do something absolutely insane. It's going to be over. So Narco is going to be visible to part along. Hunter's going to be covering Cat. The crossfire is set. Narco, the one that's tagged so heavy. So this is good. Now they can kind of play this bait setup here. And now I think they know what's happening there. This is for this best of 3. The spray coming in. Narco ends it with a P90. A 4K on a huge round. Or excuse me, a 3K in the last round and a 3K on this round is going to close it out. 16-2. This team comes back, RPA. I'm going to go ahead and leave the server, and I'm going to pull up this stat sheet, but they get it done, RPA. A phenomenal best of 3 being brought to you by us here. But Narco, 23.003 or 29.03 RWS. Let's go ahead and put it full screen. Talk about this really quick, RPA, if Grepo does want to come in and talk and congratulate this team, but they do take it 16-2, a murder scene. I'd say they were upset, and they made it work. A 29.03 RWS, 152.4 ADR, single-handedly, a 4K, 4 3Ks. Narco, you are the man. Way to come back into this and make this work. Wisefrag going on to round 6. of the ESEA Open playoffs. Thoughts, RPA? What happened here?
Well, and this is purely about Narco, knowing from what we've heard from the team at Wisefrag and from Jason, when we were going to be doing the map on Train, Narco is an aggressive sniper. So I'm guessing that map on Inferno, them losing that badly only increased their chances of winning on Dust, because when you get Narco mad, he gets amazing games, like having 26 frags compared to the runner-up, which is Broken Legs at 16 frags. Like, he has his determination on full that entire game, and it clearly shows.
Fantastic. So Wisefrag is going to get it done 16-2. We also want to apologize for the second map, some technical difficulties causing our casting to not be optimal. We want to formally and professionally apologize for that. It will not happen again. But now, look at this. Map 3 happened 16-2, a slaughterhouse, and Wisefrag is going to take it. They're going to round 6 of the ESEA Open playoffs. And this roster has got to be happy. I'm going to go ahead and post the roster for anybody in the chat that would like to check it out, bookmark it, and get ready to see what's going to happen in this round 6. But they're going to be playing against Vital Signs. It looks like automatically updated here on April 18th, so you are not going to want to miss that. So for our entire crew here at Awesome Sauce Gaming TV saying thanks for watching. It was a great time to cast. Make sure to check out wisefrag.com. Check out me, Awesome Sauce GTV on Twitter, at CasterRPA, and for our entire crew saying a big thanks to the viewers, the mods, everybody here, Greppo, and Wise TV saying good night here from ASG TV Studios. We will see you guys next time.